everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. So I am starting dinner. Thought you guys might want to join me and let's cook. But first off, there's my old man walking through the door. My name's Lisa, also known as Blue Grandma, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to give me a like, a subscribe, a comment, and a share. That would be really awesome if you do that for me. I would appreciate it. And if you're not new to my channel and you are one of my subscribers, welcome back, you guys. It's good to see everyone. So, what I'm doing today is I have, we're going to make some cube steak. What do you think? Hopefully I won't burn it like I did the caramel. Anyway, for the most of the video, you're not going to be able to see my face. I'm going to turn my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. And of course, I'll talk to you guys while I'm doing this. So let's go ahead and let me try to set up the camera. Hold on. Okay, so got my pan here. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of vegetable oil into the pan. That's about good. Okay, I'm going to set the pan aside for just a moment. And in this dish here, I am going to put some flour. Just kind of dump some flour in there. Okay. We've got flour. Then also, I use this here, which is Italian style breadcrumbs. I put that in with the flour. So I don't really measure, I just kind of throw some in there. About like that. Okay, just kind of mix that up a little bit. Okay. All right, so we got that all right. Now, I'm going to set that aside for just a moment. Don't mind my messy stove, sorry. Okay, so then in this bowl, we are going to put some eggs. Got some eggs in there. We'll do I think probably one more just for the heck of it. What do you guys think? Sounds good. Perfect. All right, so then gotta throw my eggshells away. Uh-oh. Can't throw my eggshells away yet. I gotta put a trash can in the garbage. All right, so then I take these. Just kind of beat the eggs. Beat them up, beat them up, beat them up, beat them up. Okay, and then I also add just some evaporated milk. Not a bunch, probably maybe a fourth of a cup, if even that, of evaporated milk. And we just, we will take our cube steak and we will dunk it in our flour, or I mean in our egg, and then the flour, and then the egg, and then the flour, and then in the pan. Okay, so. There we go with that. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And my hands are nice and clean. I've already washed my hands. Got them all clean before we started today. Alrighty-dighty. You guys are just looking at a pan. Hello. Let me go ahead and get these steaks unwrapped. Okay. So, here we've got our steaks. So what we're going to do, so we'll go this direction. Hopefully I can get it all on camera there, guys. Hopefully. And over here we have the egg batter. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the pieces of meat here. We're going to dunk it in the egg batter. Okay, then we are going to go over here to the flour. Dunk it in the flour. Okay, then I am going to go back, back into my egg and back into my flour one more time. All right, so this gets a really nice coating on it, and you want to slow cook them. Nice and slow. Just like that. All right, so you just repeat that until all of your pieces of meat are in the pan. Okay, so once you have them all done and in your pan, so you've dunked them twice back and forth, so from egg to flour, and then from egg to flour and into pan. All right, so then of course I add my salt and my pepper. Oh, this pepper doesn't come out of there very easy. I've got to grab my other pepper thing. There we go. And I don't know about you guys, but I like the crushed pepper instead of that real fine pepper. I don't like that stuff, or even the white pepper. This stuff is yummy, and this pepper is awesome on eggs too, by the way. Coarse ground pepper. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and cover that up, and we're going to let that slowly cook. I've got it on medium heat. Okay, so hang tight. Okay, so our meal is cooking. It's in the pan. You know, I tried to do this video earlier today and wasn't able to do it. So I just have a few items that I was going to show you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and read our scripture. Okay, so check this out. I have been eyeballing this little dress off of Temu for some time now, and yes, it's for Abigail. Of course, it's for Abigail. Yes, it's Abigail's. And I've eyeballed it, and I bet some of you guys on there have eyeballed this dress too, that have been on Temu looking for dresses. Has anybody else seen this little dress? Isn't that adorable? I have been eyeballing this dress for some time. It's a cream color. I know it looks white, but it's actually kind of a creamy, kind of an oatmeal color. That is adorable. And I finally just thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And then we have, this is really cute too. And yeah, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And this is yes, it's Abigail's. It's Abigail's. Oh, you guys are going to have to help me name my other pickle doll, because I've got a little, well, no, never mind. I've already got the name. Scratch that, because I've got Josiah and Jocelyn. Jocelyn. Maybe I'll go Josiah for the boy, because I do like Josiah for the boy. I might choose a different one for the girl. Maybe I have to see her first. I know she'll have blonde hair. That'll be a little bit different. I'll just have to see. And then we got this one here. Oh, there's two of them in here. So these are actually smaller ones. These are newborn, I do believe. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yes, they are. They are newborn. So yeah, that one there, with little bows. And then we've got this one here. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. Very cute. Very cute. I love them. All right. Let's check on our dinner. Ooh, it's looking pretty good. I'm actually going to hold the camera up above here. Hold on. Check that out. Ah. Doesn't that look yummy? We're not quite ready to turn them yet. Getting close. Sorry. Oh, I know. I'm not very professional, but I don't care. This is not a professional thing anyway. It's my YouTube. I'll have fun if I want to, right? Isn't that why we do this? It's just for fun. Yeah, it's not a professional thing or anything. I just, guess I'm just a grandma that got kind of lonely and decided, you know what? I'm going to make a YouTube channel. And I'm going to tell people about Jesus Christ. And that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, that's how I started this whole thing. And then I thought, well, I'll do Temu hauls and talk about Christ at the same time. And anyway, Temu just got really expensive, actually. Spendy. Sorry. Let me just go over here and turn these. But yeah, it adds up. It really does. It adds up quick. And for stuff I didn't really need, you know. I don't need that stuff. Guys, this is looking really good. I'll show you here in a minute. And you want to be careful when you turn them because you don't want to lose your yummy stuff on them. So be careful when you turn your... here we go. Hang tight. Okay. So I actually use these to turn it. Are you ready to see it now? Yeah, it's looking pretty good. You guys are going to be hungry. Okay. See how nice and brown those are now? Yeah, so anyway, then after that's all done, then I will make a gravy. I don't know what I did to my arm right there, but it won't go away. It's like a little, I don't know, it won't go away. But anyway, so then I make a white gravy, or you can buy it already made. But I'll make a white gravy. And so then I'll remove the cube steaks from the pan, put them on a separate plate, and then I will mix in there. I'll probably add more oil to the pan, and then I will add some flour and some milk. I'll first put the flour in there with the grease and kind of make it kind of a pasty look to it, and then you pour your milk very slowly. Put some milk in there, kind of mix it up, and you keep stirring it until it's nice and thick and yummy, and then you put your meat back in there. That's really good. And then on the side you can make mashed potatoes, or you can have rice with it if you want. Myself, we're gonna have mashed potatoes with ours. Yeah. Let's see. I gotta go check see if I got some potatoes. Well, it's going to be an instant mashed potato night because I'm out of potatoes. Instant potatoes work great though. Makes my life easier. Anyway. So anyway, while this is continuing to cook, we're going to go ahead and read some of our scripture, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. All right, and we were on, let's go ahead and grab your Bibles if you would. And once again, this is the New International Version of the Holy Bible. It's easier to read, and we are in Matthew chapter 14. Okay, so at that time, Herod the Tetrarch heard the reports about Jesus, and he said to his attendants, "This is John the Baptist. He has risen from the dead. That is why miraculous powers are at work in him." Now Herod had arrested John and bound him and put him in prison because of Herodians, his brother Philip's wife, for John had been saying to him, "It is not lawful for you to have her." Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the people because they considered him a prophet. Well, on Herod's birthday, the daughter of Herodias danced for them, and it pleased Herod so much that he promised with an oath to give her whatever she asked. "Give me here on a platter the head of John the Baptist." The king was so distressed, but because of his oath and his dinner guest, he ordered that the request be granted and had John beheaded in prison. His head was brought in on a platter and given to the girl, who carried it to her mother. John's disciples came and took his body and buried it. Then they went and told Jesus. Oh, that is so sad. I mean, I knew what happened to John the Baptist, but man, when you read it, it's so sad. Okay, so, well, when Jesus heard what had happened, he withdrew by boat privately to a solitary place. Hearing of this, the crowds followed him on foot from the towns. Well, when Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. As evening approached, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a remote place and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to villages and buy themselves some food." Well, Jesus replied, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." "Well, we have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, they answered. "Bring them here to me," he said, and he directed the people to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish and looking up to the heaven, he gave thanks and broke the loaves. Then he gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the people. They all ate and were satisfied, and the disciples picked up the 12 baskets of broken pieces that were left over. The number of those who ate was about 5,000 men, besides women and children. That's a miracle right there. Well, immediately Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go ahead of him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowd. Well, after he had dismissed them, he went up on the mountainside by himself to pray. Well, when evening came, he was there alone, but the boat was already considerable distance from land, buffed by the waves because the wind was against it. During the 4th watch of the night, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. Walking on water he was, yes he was. Well, when the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, "tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Well, then Peter got down on the boat and walked on the water and came towards Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink and cried out, "Lord, save me." Well, immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." When they had crossed over, they landed on Gennesaret. I'm not sure how you say that. And when the men of that place recognized Jesus, they sent word to all the surrounding county. People brought all their sick to him and begged him to let the sick just touch the edge of his cloak, and all who touched him were healed. All right, well, that does it for Matthew chapter 14. So the next time we gather together, we will read Matthew chapter 15, and that is the clean and the unclean. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our dinner here and see how that's coming along. Just doing another little flip. Inside, just flipping it. Yeah, so this will be the final flip here. And then I'll let it cook for just a few more minutes. And then I will make the gravy. So that is where we are at. Looking pretty yummy, if I do say so myself. Anyway, so that's about it, you guys. I mean, I'm just waiting for these to get done. And so if you want me to show you the gravy, I can. It's kind of hard to do that this time. I can show you next time. But if you want to do the gravy, when you remove the meat from the pan, okay, add a little bit more oil, vegetable oil. Okay, just sprinkle some flour in there, stir it up till it kind of looks like mush, kind of, you know, sticky, gooey. And then just slowly pour some milk in there and stir it and keep doing it till it's nice and creamy. You can always strain it if it's got lumps in it or anything. If it doesn't thicken up, you can add cornstarch to it and it will thicken up. So, you guys, stay blessed. Always give thanks to God in all things, good, bad, and the ugly. Be nice to one another. Always be nice to one another. Be good. Because, like Dee says on her channel, it shows what kind of person you are. So, I love you guys. I do. And until next time, bye-bye.